Hi friends, welcome back. So if I could shoot a survey through this video right into all of your homes, I bet that a lot of us would admit to feeling chronically overwhelmed. There are lots of things that we cannot control that make us feel overwhelmed, but I do think we have a lot more control than we sometimes give ourselves credit for. The practices I want to share with you today have been tremendously helpful to me over the years of homeschooling. Number one, try your best to begin each day with something that is life-giving to you personally. I know how hard it is to find time when we're in the thick of parenting, especially first thing in the morning, but really think about how you begin your day. I like to think of each day as a series of deposits as far as what I'm allowing to come into my mind and my spirit. So really take a look at how you are beginning your day. If you are rolling out of bed and checking your email or your texts or your social media, you're likely asking for a huge energy drain before your feet even hit the floor. So what brings you up instead of down? Insert that thing into the very beginning of your day. Number two, get dressed, or if you're really lucky, take a shower before you begin your school day. Even if that looks like just changing from your pajama yoga pants to your during the day yoga pants. Changing into a fresh set of clothes and fixing up your hair and face, it's so simple, but it really does go a long way. Putting on tennis shoes before you start your day will also give you extra motivation. Yes, doing school in our jammies is one of the perks of homeschooling, and there should definitely be jammy days. But if most of our days are jammy days, that's not going to serve us well. Plus, our kids need the routine of getting up and getting dressed each day. I can't even tell you how establishing that habit when they're young will come back to pat you on the back when they're older. Number three, be fully present in your school day. My husband, bless his soul, has always told me since day one that we run three businesses: the one that pays our bills, our homeschool, and our home/family. You as a homeschooling parent are holding down so many jobs. You are full-time teaching multiple grade levels. You are managing multiple schedules and managing your home. You are a business person, whether you want to admit it or not. So give yourself permission to be and set some boundaries. This is the very hardest practice for me to keep. I'm a very type A girl, and I want to be doing everything at once and getting it all knocked out. And yes, things do get accomplished, but the price of that accomplishment is always played out in my attitude and how my children experience me. If you are a doer, one of the most life-giving practices you can give yourself is margin. What I mean by margin is separating those other areas of things you need to get done from your school time so that you are present, mind, body, and spirit with your children, and you are mentally ready for their help and guidance as they need it. Those are the opportunities where big, meaningful conversations come in, which I think is the very best part of homeschooling. If I am helping with a math problem or reading a history lesson, and I get them working on something and try to sneak in just a little bit of something for myself, it will inevitably come back to bite me in that when my children return to me for help, I'm automatically going to somewhat respond to them in annoyance. And that is the last thing I want to convey to them. So fight for your focus. Number four is a really practical one, and that is double up on your dinners. Now, if you love to cook, lunchtime might be a refreshing, welcome break in your school day. But for the rest of us, lunch is a part of the day that we dread, where we have to stop, refocus, and gather a healthy meal for our family. My favorite way to combat this is to cook double portions of our dinners each night. I automatically have lunch in the fridge. All it has to do is be heated up, and that is a huge stress reliever on my day. Number five, and this one is painful. There's not really any nice way to say it other than we have got to stay off our phones. As parents, and especially homeschooling parents, we are on all the time. And it is so tempting to want to just relax and check Instagram for 5 minutes just to give yourself a little break. And I think we all fall victim to this, where an hour later we wake up and we're like, what just happened? So much time just went down the drain. On top of that, when we dive into the digital world for a break, we are consuming so much content so quickly that likely it is jumbling our brains and jerking them in all different directions, and that is a killer for our focus. I very firmly believe that managing the amount of content that we consume every day from social media and the news is a huge factor in overwhelm in all areas of our life. So we will do ourselves a huge favor by applying that to our homeschool day and putting away our phones. I hope these tips were helpful. Again, all simple things, but they make a huge difference when we really commit to them. I'll see you next time.